Hey man, we give up.
Hey,
Damn.
welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. We back with the panel, man. NBA Finals reaction. Tyrese Halliburton went down first quarter early. Uh, pretty much easy win for OKC. What was y'all thoughts on the game?
What the
We
hell?
are the champions, my friends. No.
Okay. Big Mike in
Hey,
Oklahoma. You
I,
got
I,
the
Sing
first
your
word.
song, your anthem then. Sing
You
your
got the
anthem.
first word, Big Mike.
Hey, uh, I'm shocked. Everybody is. The entire state was dead last night during the game. There was no
Hmm.
traffic. There was no nothing. Everybody was glued to it. So, like, this is our first big thing. You know what I mean? Oklahoma has besides college. You know what I mean? For anything professional, this is our
Yeah.
first big thing. Like,
Hell yeah.
so it's exciting.
Congratulations. What
Yeah.
everybody else? What about Noam? What you say? What
Yeah,
was your takeaways from the game?
I picked Indiana. I thought they was gonna, slide and that was their whole thing. The whole series was they was, the whole playoffs was upsetting people. So I was thinking, I can't bet against them going into Game 7 because just what they've done in all the past series coming up. But then once Halliburton went down, I'm like, damn, like everybody else, I was probably thinking Indiana was gonna take it, and obviously what happened with him going down was supposed to happen. Like they just couldn't get any more leverage to try to make runs to get back into the game, and OKC talent took over. You know what I'm
Hey, Halliburton and
I,
the Pacers had a great season. Oh, you had something to say, Papa? Go ahead.
I just want to say this, man. Y'all don't come with that motherfucker using that excuse about they did it because Halliburton got hurt. Because y'all gotta remember, man, just a couple of games ago, the man ain't scored number 4 fucking points. So
Yes,
him,
but also
so him,
I wanted to
him getting
highlight.
hurt,
Yeah.
him getting hurt had nothing to do with them losing. The motherfucker were gonna lose anyway. I told y'all they were gonna lose. NBA just needed to
Okay,
make some more money.
man. P game. We talked about that now. Yeah. Now I felt like OKC was the better team, obviously, and they were supposed to win this series, but I thought it should have been in 4 or 5 games. So yeah, I did expect for OKC to win, but once I did see the magic happening, like known talked about, the Pacers did show a lot of fight throughout the playoffs, and they came through some good teams too. But at the end of the day, I'm mad at OKC. That was underwhelming to me. That was anticlimactic. Game 7,
Right.
bro.
It really was.
It
Uh,
shouldn't have been a fucking game 7.
listen, that's where my I'll disagree with you just a little bit on what you said a while ago. I won't say maybe necessarily that Oklahoma was the better team. They just played better ball.
saying?
OKC was obviously the better team all year. They were number one best team in the league
I
all year.
mean, and the
I
Pacers were
agree.
number two. Like,
I
No, they
agree.
weren't. Pacers were fourth in
True.
the East.
Well, they were
Yeah,
three,
they was three.
four.
Oh, they were three.
Yeah, they
No,
was
they were four.
third.
They were four. No, they were four.
They were
they were
fourth.
They were
Yeah,
they
they
were
were
four.
fourth
four.
in the
I thought they
East.
were
But
third in the East.
but but I
I mean,
kind of like
still,
agree
I
with
yeah,
mean, but
Mike
like
shit,
though.
the places
Like
didn't matter because
coming
shit.
coming into coming into the playoff, I didn't have OKC win the championship, but once they got to the championship playing against Indiana, I see both of them as equal match. That's why I went to 7 games. So
I
of course you
definitely
got
saw
SGA,
more
but had,
this entire series. I saw way more consecutive cohesiveness from Oklahoma than I did from the Pacers. I will say that. Like, there
I
was
mean,
yeah, because there
I
was
don't.
time where the Pacers didn't know where to look for to get their points and stuff. But that goes to OKC defense also, because every time they move the ball, OKC was there to try to make them work for their baskets or points or whatnot. But like I said, I see they were both evenly matched. That's probably why it went to 7. You know, especially how the Pacers were playing the whole postseason. They
I'm
gave
glad
everybody
Indiana
fits.
didn't win.
So We're young. We got a young team. Well, you just mad because they
Who
put
are
your
we?
team out.
That's
I
Mike
Oklahoma.
said you
saying that
just
for
mad because they
Oklahoma.
put your team out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they.
You-
I mean,
Hey, here go the recipe to success. They say. Well, and Norm, I
Hey,
want to get your reaction to this.
All
A
right.
star, a guy named Jalen, a defensive guy, skinny big man, and Derrick White. So they more so comparable to the last champion, which was Boston Celtics, which was a stacked team.
but that's the same. That's what T. Harden been saying. All you need is one star and a bunch of good role players. He said that already.
Mm-hmm.
But some would say that Jalen Brown was the star and Tatum was just the second guy.
That's my opinion.
I
I
mean, they can
always
flip
thought
flop.
Jalen was
They
the
can
number
flip
one.
flop.
But
Yeah.
congratulations to OKC, man. Y'all
Yeah.
did
Hey,
y'all thing.
did y'all know this? Did y'all know Serena Williams is cousins with Jalen Williams?
I did not
She
know
said,
that.
yeah,
No, I
she
didn't.
congratulated her cousin. She said, we're a family of champs.
That is awesome. That's awesome.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm gonna go back to the phone.
the ups and downs of sports, though, man. Did you see Reggie Miller out there with his guys?
Yeah, yeah,
25
man.
years apart.
Man, choke that
As he
nigga.
should
Choke
be.
that
As he
nigga.
should
Man,
be.
ain't nobody
Choke
trying.
25
that
years
motherfucker.
apart.
I was going for Indiana. You know what I mean? I wanted to see him take it, and it would have been dope to see Reggie win. You know, Indiana win for Reggie, and and all that. But man, he was going to the game with that damn those that tucked in jersey and jean combo. Man, what was that? what
Yeah,
was up with
Reggie
the what was up
Reggie
with
was
that
out
shit,
there consoling his troops, you know.
man?
Hey, and I loved it. Hey, OKC should have done the choke on their ass, motherfucker.
That Knicks,
Man.
the Knicks, they still hurting, boy. Them Knicks getting, the Knicks getting
What
bounced on the
what
bike
Yeah.
Yeah,
head.
he's
did,
salty.
did we
He's
see?
salty.
Did we see McConnell's mom telling the cameraman stop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah, I
I
that
didn't
seen
see
was.
that.
that.
Oh, you didn't see it after the game?
Yeah.
They were
Wait,
walking
what
through the
she tell him to
tunnel.
stop for?
Hey, listen, that's why
He
I
was
like
he was
that dude.
crying on her
He
shoulder. He was
crying.
crying on her
He
shoulder,
crying.
and the cameraman was
That's
right
why I
there.
like that dude because he's just a regular dude, man. Like, he just
Yeah.
walks
Nah, you
around.
crying on TV. Walk to the back and cry like a man.
Yeah,
It's
And
like
if I
some
was that
Motherfucking dog
cameraman,
some
shouldn't have stepped
regular
in
dude
like that
just
either,
happened to
though.
fall in and become a professional basketball player. Like,
because if I
His
was that
On
mama don't
cameraman,
national
I
have
would
to
have
pay
went
the
TV.
man
nowhere.
no attention. She didn't have to pay him
I
no
would
the cameraman no attention. Just go ahead and hug your
show
boy
And
and
that's right. Hug your baby
if
boy
I
and forget
and
this.
if
walk
I
to
was
the
that
back.
cameraman, I would looked at her.
for
I would
real.
looked at her and said,
And
"Fuck
walk to the
you.
back.
This is my job." Shit.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, they gotta catch every. They gotta catch every emotion, man. It's gonna be a winner.
Yep.
They're gonna be a loser. It is what it is.
Yep.
He all right. That man made that
He'll
man.
be
I
all
don't know
right.
what
He all right.
I don't know what his contract is, but we know he a millionaire. So, bro, you gonna go ahead and wipe them tears right on up and go get back in the
Yeah.
gym and get ready for next year.
Prepare
You
for
gonna be
next
all
year,
right.
nigga.
Hey, but I wanted to
He's
highlight.
finna get paid more next year. He gonna get
Uh,
paid more next year.
uh,
Yeah, he
On
upped
a
his
new
value.
team or
He
same
definitely upped
team.
his value.
yeah,
Yeah.
he gonna get a
So he's all
bag
right.
now for real.
But I wanted to
For sure.
highlight
For
the
sure.
Pacers' accomplishments this year because the Pacers did win 50 games this year for the first time since 2014. 3-game winners by Hallie. That boy was on the run, a little magic run right there. First finals appearance since 2000, 25 years ago, and they took OKC to Game 7. So I mean, the Pacers, that's a successful season, wouldn't you say, for that organization?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And
it
Yeah.
then
is.
nobody had them going to the championship. Nobody had them going to the championship.
Sure there.
Nobody had them probably
Nobody.
going past the
For real.
first round, let alone making the playoffs. So if you want to keep it a
Yep.
bean, you know what I'm
hmm
saying? So they did
But
Definitely
what
didn't have
Yep.
them going
True.
past the Knicks.
I
you
said this
know.
pre-show. My thought was Denver, truthfully, but
and
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah.
Yeah. Denver was in OKC. See, that's what I'm saying. If you was tuned into the season, OKC was a better team. Denver only had Jokic. That's why their coach got fired because he refused to play his young players. But OKC had just a better team, better all around team this year. I think some big acquisitions they made: Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein. Because last year, the only reason they were young, you were talking about your partner saying that they were young or one year away. That was last year we were saying that. When I told you
Uh-huh.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander should have won MVP last year, but they did pick up Caruso and Hartenstein, which alleviated their rebounding problem because Chet is not a center. Chet is a
Listen,
power
Chet's
forward.
got to gain some weight. Chet's got to put some meat on if he's going to continue to do this.
Yeah, Chet
Yeah.
got to get in that weight room for sure.
He's got to get some weight on, or he's going to
But
get.
I want.
He's just going to get hurt. I mean, it's not if, it's when. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, Kevin Durant been
Mm-hmm.
skinny this whole time though. Kevin Durant been skinny this whole time, so we
Yeah,
can't say
Durant
that.
been hurt a lot too.
yeah, but
Yeah, but
absolutely.
Lately,
he
Yeah,
been hurt
lately,
on the wing
but
lately,
he's
though.
got
He been
bigger
hurt
lately.
play on the
muscles than Chet,
wing
though.
though.
You think?
True.
Mm.
But they play a whole different type of ball style game too. They play a whole different type of style
Yeah.
of game.
Yeah.
True.
Hey, I got another question. I got another question for the panel. Let's keep it moving. Since we did talk about the accomplishments of the Pacers this year, and we have seen some big injuries this year from some big stars, was that the end of prime era Halliburton right there, and prime era Tatum, and who else did that? Had that surgery? Kyrie, Achilles tendon tear.
Yeah, he done.
You, you don't come back the
No, I don't
same
think
from
so.
that. That ain't one of
Nah,
them
Damian
injuries you
Lillard
can
had
just.
that same surgery, right?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, most players, man. I mean, we've seen it. Grant Hill, T Mac. I mean, they all didn't have Achilles or whatever, but
Kobe
you
had
know,
the same surgery.
Kobe.
uh,
They had the knee
Kobe
surgery.
a different animal though.
Kobe
Kobe
was
a
at
uh,
different
the end. That
animal.
was at the end of Kobe's career. But we
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
You're right. I'm not going to argue that. Kobe's a different. He was a different animal. But
Well, I don't
Clay
know what
did.
Brent.
Didn't Clay tear heels up in the playoff? That final?
Clay.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
Clay ain't been the
And,
And he
and,
same.
and,
came
and
back.
look at him
Yeah,
since.
yeah,
He ain't been the
he ain't
same.
been the same. Brandon. I don't know, but did Brandon Roy come
Brandon
back?
Roy. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
He
No,
had two of them
I know,
motherfuckers
but I
there.
know he definitely. I think he was saying his ACL. At those
Yeah,
times,
okay, it was
ACL was
ACLs.
more
Okay,
popular
I didn't know
than
which
tour.
one. But that, I mean, all these
Uh,
examples show you when
ACL is Achilles. Achilles
no,
tendon.
no, you've got your
no
ACL like
ACLs
ACL
in
in
the
your knee,
knee.
and your
ACL in your
Achilles
Yeah,
is on
knee.
your
Yeah, your
heel.
ACL,
It's in
your
your
knee.
knee.
Achilles is
Oh,
your
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
your heel
I'm
to your
tripping.
calf right there.
Yeah, you're right. You're
yeah.
right.
That's how you lift your
But
foot up
but
and down.
but we see with these injuries essentially that you're not the same player. ACL, Achilles, basketball
Mm-hmm.
players need these tendons to be
Mm-hmm.
basically
For sure.
they need to be strong and they don't need to be repaired. You don't want them to be repaired.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have the launch off, you don't have the jump, you can't get off the ground, and then you
They don't have the
scared to get
mobility either.
yeah,
Like,
and then you scared
well, yeah,
psychologically.
they're
You
not coming
scared to
back
do it
without a
again.
brace on that. You know what I mean? So there's
Yeah.
lack of mobility right there.
And
Mm-hmm. So
it's
so
like
so we
you're scared to
agreeing
get
that
hurt
that's the
again.
end. Are we
yeah,
agreeing that
yeah.
that's the end of the prime era for these two players,
This
specifically Halliburton and
this
Tatum?
this,
I'm
this
gonna
was
just say
this was
yeah,
Indiana's
because
year.
history don't fare them well, and there's
That's what I'm
always
saying.
new.
I
It
won't
don't
say
fare them well,
career
and then there's
ending, but I
always
will
new
say
players
prime
coming
era
in,
ending. Yes.
Hold on. What'd you say, no?
and there's always new players coming in. Like there's always a fresh that's gonna come in, could do what
Yeah,
that
he having
player's
a little
doing.
technical.
You off. They'll rebrand the team, and you know what I mean. You'll get sent off somewhere else, small money
Mm-hmm.
army, and shit, you'll just end up being a role player. We didn't see it was how many great players throughout the years. They were stars, they were great, and then boom. I mean T Mac. Well, we was just talking about the whole T Mac and Kobe situation. What happened to T Mac? Look how great T Mac was. He gets hurt. Boom. Never a shell of who what he once was. So
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, so we agree on that end of the era, prime era for those guys. Uh, next question, not question, some statement I really kind of wanted to say. Man, Halliburton was cooking early. Halliburton was cooking early.
Yeah, tattoo big.
Seven.
He had two big threes. Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? He didn't.
Yeah,
I was
but
mad at him.
Hey, did you
I
see
don't
the
know.
stats from the game? Like the whole stats from the game? Like the Pacers did not play bad ball. Like they were
He
50% from the 3-point line, man. Like
hey, that we've seen that before. Well, players start off hot, but then all of a sudden, second half come and they don't score any points. So
Mm-hmm.
we can't say because he was cooking 7 minutes into the game that it was going to be consistent throughout the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I
So
just
him,
think you can't ignore his presence in the game though. To
yeah,
completely
you
say
can when you
that
score 4 points.
OKC was just gonna win that game and Halliburton if he was still playing, I don't agree with that. Just because his presence meant a whole lot throughout the whole season and then throughout the whole playoffs. We seen what his presence meant on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He might not have did anything in some of those games, but then when it was time to win the game and they put the ball in his hands, what happened?
Man,
Man
clutch.
was clutch as you know what I'm saying? He was clutch. So
Mm-hmm.
we can't just erase his presence from the game, even
I
though
mean, when you stack a team, they have a job to do, and when the best person for that job's not there, obviously the flow is affected. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, it's affected in some way. But then again, we always even me, I'm in agreement that OKC is the better team in terms of talent. I mean, you
Yeah,
can't
for
ignore
sure.
that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, you can't ignore that. Whether you was an Indiana fan or not, if you was looking at the game subjectively, or logically,
Mm-hmm.
like, come on, man,
Mm-hmm.
like, you can't say that these guys aren't a better team. They were running the NBA this whole year for a reason. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
Yeah.
and, and now that we got some hoopers on the line, so I wanted to pop this video in here on y'all. Man, that double stack, is that travel?
I don't think so, man. He was doing his thing. Though. That was a hell of a little mix up right there. He was
I mean, as long as you're dribbling, does it matter what your feet are doing?
I mean, he takes
But
two
he wasn't
steps.
dribbling though.
He double steps
Listen,
back, it looks like.
we
in
could
our
we could
era, when we played basketball, anytime you took
If you
steps,
did that shit,
that was a
travel.
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 But we
Mm-hmm.
but we
Hey,
could blame James Harden for all this. We can
yes,
Yeah.
blame James
sir.
Harden.
Yeah,
We can
you're
blame
right.
James Harden,
Because he
man.
sort of one did all them extra steps.
James Harden, the one who did all that and changed the game forever with that double step back trade. Even though he was hitting it,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really hate on him because he was. I mean, he was hitting some crazy stuff in Houston. But yeah, that James Harden era is what made the players a lot of times the players that you seeing now with that move.
Yeah, yeah. James Harden and Steph Curry
And
mix,
Steph and Steph.
yeah,
Yeah, and Steph.
definitely.
But Steph didn't travel like that. Steph more so, he ain't traveling
One
like
step
that.
back and boom.
Yeah, Harden will do a
Hell no.
triple step back.
Oh, I
Like
mean,
I'm pretty
even in the
sure you can
lane
rewind
anymore,
some
you got
tape.
dudes taking like 5 steps and trying to do a
Last
layup or
night,
something.
fucking Mathurin took 3 steps. They called it a gather step, but that man walked all the way from the 3-point line to to a layup, and
No,
they called it a gather step.
and that's the
So
thing.
that what
Like
they call it now,
it ain't
Mm,
nothing but a
huh?
travel.
ain't
It
nothing but a
wasn't.
They
He
call
trial.
it a
he
travel.
just took an extra step. Okay.
But that's the thing. Like we could do a whole show on traveling in the NBA because
Yes, sir.
they got whole highlights of all the stars, the superstar, everybody traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been a problem in the NBA for
Been
I
a
say
problem.
yeah for a long
That's because the
time. So
referee don't do. That's because the referee don't call it that often on them like that. And they see it too, but they just to keep the game proceeding going.
First and
So that
yeah,
way he can
foremost,
get
let's not
through.
pretend like the referees control the game. We all know damn good and well Las Vegas controls the game.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Hey, we talked about yesterday. We talked about the line on Shea Gildas Alexander. I asked 35 over or under. Y'all said under. He got like 29. He got like 29. But Shea
yeah.
MVP. What you got to say about this young fella? Is he the next face of the NBA?
Like
Um,
Nick said,
I mean,
he Canadian,
they're
so I
already
don't think they're gonna give it to him.
doing commercials together, man. Like,
yeah, I
Hey,
think he possibly will be because I feel the younger generation already kind of gravitates to kind of how he is, especially like we were talking with the whole superstar thing on yesterday's show when we were talking about how what makes a superstar, and he already is appealing off of the court with the with
Man,
the fat with the
that
fat with
nigga zesty, man.
yeah,
That
he
nigga
is.
zesty
But
yeah,
as fuck.
yeah, he a
that's
sweet
a
picker. He a sweet picker.
right. But that's
Zesty.
but can we agree that's really what the league want? They don't
Oh
want
yeah,
an
yeah,
AI. They
definitely.
don't want
Hell yeah.
they want
Ja.
somebody that's leaning more towards that than leaning more towards the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, you right, you right.
and
image, image
he's
is
safe.
everything.
He's safe. Yeah, he's safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's safe. It's like we can bet on him. You know what I mean? And he might Atlanta turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't make. They might feel like Ant ain't safe enough. You see what I'm saying?
That's
It's
why when
like
they get caught in an elevator on camera whooping the shit out of their wives, they take everything from them because they put all their trust and faith in them.
right. You know what I'm saying?
And
That's,
You know
and
what I
ain't ready
mean?
for that
Like,
spotlight. And Zion failed that test. We don't have we talked about this on the show yesterday too. We don't have homegrown USA talent, as far as basketball goes. So yeah, Shea Gildas Alexander, I think he is the next face of the NBA because these other guys, is even debatable that Jason Tatum is a star, and we just saw him have Achilles rupture, so he's not gonna be as good as we just saw. So if he's gonna be worse,
But he's
I don't
definitely
really
a
see.
star though. He's definitely a star though. Tatum is a
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
star.
he ain't a
You know what I'm
superstar.
saying? And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. I
he
agree.
probably could be a superstar though too though. I mean, because he can. People will come and see him though. You know what I mean?
For how long though? Because I don't think he can do on another team what he does in Boston.
But
And he is a little boring. He does have a little Tim Duncan about him. He's not as marketable
no.
as what I'm saying. It's something about
No, I
him,
think he
something
I
about
think he's
player.
marketable because he's clean cut and like
But he
quiet.
looked at it soft though. He looked at it soft. He looked at his
I,
mama's boy, that
I think
light
that's just
skin
that
thing.
light skin shit.
Mhm.
That's just the
what
perception of
what
light skin
what
niggas.
does that mean? No.
But yeah. So I mean, I say Shea Gildas Alexander, the first player to ever do what he just did. I mean, not first player.
But I was about to say,
Him,
hell no.
no, him, Jordan, Kareem, and Shaq. I think the only
Yeah.
players to win all of those awards in the same season.
I just watched a video of his Achilles tendon popping, and it is horrifying.
Man, it
They
is.
slow it down.
They slow it
Oh,
down. They did it last
oh
night.
my goodness.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
pain, man. The pain got to be something, man.
the agony, the
Oh,
agony.
you see
Man,
it shoot up into his calf. Like it is,
Mhm.
it's traumatizing to watch almost.
Tyrese Halliburton. Hey, he showed his warrior spirit this off season, this postseason though. So you know he got our respect. I
He
think
don't
he
got
got way
mine.
more respect. I think that boy got way more respect than when the playoffs started. He showed that
From
he's.
everybody else. He ain't got shit for me.
You just
I
hating because
still
he
don't
put the Knicks out.
I still don't believe in him, bro.
You just hating because he put the Knicks out, Baba. Stop it.
I still don't believe in them. I still don't. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what they selling. I just don't think
You
he
you
done.
you you
He
still
is
mad
not
at him
done.
for the choke gesture? You mad at him for that?
Yeah, yeah.
well,
And
y'all
then
shouldn't have
y'all
choked
went out and
then.
choked.
Y'all shouldn't have choked.
We didn't. God damn it.
yeah.
So, but
But
guess
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
And
I
get
had
what
to
he
mute
accomplished.
myself. I can't quit laughing.
Get what he accomplished at the end of the year. Just like we did. Nothing. Motherfucker.
Here's the question: do you think they can repeat?
Hell no. The Knicks winning next year.
It's
They got a
possible.
chance. They definitely got a
They,
chance. I
they
mean,
definitely got a
they,
chance.
Yeah,
everybody's
they got a
coming back.
chance.
I'm
They
pretty
definitely got a
sure.
chance.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure everybody's coming back on the team. They're all
They probably
healthy.
gonna lose a
But we
couple
know
guys. They're gonna lose a couple
all the
guys.
key pieces.
Yeah, the core. They're
The
gonna
It's
keep the
key
all going
core
to
pieces
come
together.
coming
down to
back.
money
Okay,
on who stays.
so I
Yeah.
mean, they got a chance. I
We've
mean,
got two first-round picks, and it's
Mhm.
going to come down to money.
Yep.
Well, you
Yeah.
can't
oh,
you
it
can't just
does.
keep the core though, because some of those backup guys was a big part of y'all core getting breaks
Mm-hmm.
But they got
and keeping it
some
moving.
draft picks too. They got high draft picks. They got like on a couple first rounds and stuff. They got some high draft picks
Oh, they got two more
from the
draft
past
picks from the
trades they
Paul
made.
George. They got two more draft picks from the
Yeah.
Paul George trade, bro.
Yeah, that's
Which
what
is
I was saying.
crazy.
We got two
So
Which
extras,
is
so
but
And
crazy.
so
that
they yeah.
looking at
So they
that
gonna be kicking
So
in
yeah,
for a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
years.
Now
and then think about future first-round draft picks. Like there's a potential to keep building
Exactly.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then
because
if you go back to
Trades
what
can
you
happen.
posted earlier about the recipe for success, as long as you keep certain people in key spots and whoever goes, you fill one.
Hey, you keep your young guys and you plug in the veterans like Sam Preston did,
Well,
and
you do just like any sport. You run people till they're used up, and then you ship them out.
bringing this guy in was a big determinant in them turning the corner. OKC turning the corner because he brought a level of physicality. Him and Dort, and I ain't gonna lie, both of them they was hacking like a motherfucker. Them motherfuckers was hacking.
I mean, what happens if we trade? What happens if we trade Chet for Joker?
Man, get the fuck out of here.
goodness
Man, what?
gracious! Don't say
Then
that ain't
what
gonna
happens?
happen. Lord have
Then
mercy.
what happens?
Yeah, I hope it don't happen. Let's just hope it's not that doesn't happen. But yeah,
One thing
Caruso.
we weren't bringing up about Caruso though, man, and I even forgot about I
Listen, I
totally
hope
I
he
forgot
doesn't
about
leave.
this that Caruso was on the 2020 bubble Lakers. I'm like, damn, how I forget
Yes,
that?
and
Yep.
I'm about to bring that. I'm about to bring that topic up too. I'm about to bring that up. That 20 those different winning teams, championship teams from the last. We had 8 different champions for the last 8 years, right? But with Caruso being brought in, he scored or what he did. He hold an NBA Finals record for most points, assists, rebounds, and steals by a bench player for the OKC Thunder. 71 points, 11 assists, 25 rebounds, 17 steals. He was hacking like a motherfucker, but yeah, he be playing deep. He be playing that deep, but he be
Caruso
hacking.
Hey,
also
that's something
Caruso
else when
also
it
been
comes
in the
to
news saying
fouling,
that
like and
he got a
traveling.
real championship now.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
I mean,
tripping.
yeah.
Yeah. Man,
He was
Hey,
half joking,
Caruso,
but
fuck Caruso, man.
yeah, he was.
hey, yeah, cause
No, Caruso said he got a real championship.
you mad that he got a real
He said he
ring?
got a real championship now. Yeah.
Yeah,
He said everybody
Anyway,
just
that
gotta
was
feel
Cause
that was
respect he
we
AI.
all
got earned.
All he did was just prove himself. Like,
we all know that bubble shit don't count.
Nah, he's saying
Oh, yeah.
he didn't contribute as much.
Nah, he's saying cause of
Oh,
the bubble.
he was on that floor. He was on that floor a lot doing
I can't say
that
nothing. He
look
got the money in
bubble
the
ring.
ring. I didn't.
Shea Gildas Alexander debuted his shoes, which he didn't. I thought he played in the shoes. No, he got the shoes after they won and put them around his neck. And I don't
Oh,
see
I
nothing
thought he
with the
played with the
shoes. Like,
shoes on.
no, T. Hort told me, yeah, he didn't even have the shoes on in the game. But if you look at the shoes,
Also,
they're ugly.
Hey,
that's
I
They're
what we
guess
were
they
ugly.
talking about
go the
yesterday when
gold.
we had that segment
The
talking about
gold.
shoes.
Looks like
I
Trump
I
and
said,
red
did
and
y'all see
blue ought to be
SGA
written down the
shoes?
side of them. They're hideous.
SGA. Oh, these are the shoes you was talking about. Yeah, these
Yeah,
mugs is hideous, dude.
and now we
These
were
mugs
saying
hideous.
all areas.
That boy,
I guess he
he could have
got him.
did better. He could have
I
did
guess
better with that.
I guess he
Yeah,
got him
man.
gold for all the MVPs and the final trophy.
Yeah, I guess the
That's
colorway
about
matched with that,
because
but outside of that, what Bubba Dub say?
that's probably what it
Trash.
is.
Trash.
trash. Cause ain't nobody gonna buy them shit. Them motherfuckers gonna be 101 because ain't nobody gonna buy 'em.
For real.
He's gonna get to
Like
wear a different pair of
That's
what would
like
you
shoes
wear
every
those
day
with?
of the
What
week,
what
they
would you
and
keep
they're
wear
gonna
with
send them
those?
back to him.
Yeah, what did you wear with those? That's a
probably
good
just
question.
running shoes.
Can't wear
Just
nothing. You
hooping
can't wear
shoes.
nothing with
Since he
them.
won,
Can't wear
he
nothing with
won
them.
all the he won all the
He
Exactly.
all
awards. So
black,
I
maybe.
guess kids gonna wear them
Listen,
on the
all
basketball
you're
court.
going to
Maybe.
see next month in Africa is little kids wearing 2025 Pacers National Championship basketball shirts and these fucking shoes.
Yeah, probably.
Oh
Nah,
God.
Hey,
they
but
they took
y'all saw that video where they already was painting OKC buses in the championship. So
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
almost gave me
disrespectful.
a jinx vibe. Like, man, y'all jinxing yourselves a little bit already, showing that
Yeah,
footage. You know what I'm
and Rick
saying?
Carlisle, of
hey,
course, used that as fuel. He the one mentioned it. Rick Carlisle, the coach of the Pacers, the one that came
Yeah, I
to the
saw that
podium and said,
clip.
"Yeah, something I saw. Yeah, I just want to say, yeah, yeah." I'm like, man, shut your
hey,
bitch ass up,
but
man.
That's why they was
I
crying
thought it,
afterwards, though. I mean, I guess
but
that's
I
Hey,
just
that
thought
why
it
they
was
was
a
was
hell
gonna,
of a
crying.
mind game. Like,
yeah, I thought it was gonna be a
Hey,
jinx
wasn't it
because you
though?
remember when the Spurs did that when they thought they were finna win, and the boy came back and took it from them when they were rolling that
Hmm.
trophy and shit out.
Uh,
Hmm.
but let's
So,
talk about those championships.
hey, that's them billionaires from
I
Love
mean, it worked
saying
for
you better
It
perform
worked
or
for
you're going to
Jason
look
Terry.
like you're going to be humiliated, is what that was.
yeah.
I mean, Jason Terry when he got the tattoo with the championship on his arm.
So
But they
did,
So
they
so
won it though.
did,
They won it though. But they
and they
won
was
it.
underdogs. They were big
they did
underdogs.
win it. They did. I mean, well, yeah, they won it, but he got it before they even won the championship.
That's what I'm saying.
He got
He
it
got a
during
wrong
the
year. Is
season.
what
He
you
got it
saying?
during the season. He got it during the finals. He got it during the finals. Why they was
Uh,
in like game 2 or something like that.
uh.
It was like it wasn't after he had won. It was like during the series
Yeah, that's what
against
I'm
Miami.
saying. He got it when they was playing. He
But we
won
just
it.
saying, but what
So,
true. But
Peep
I'm just
this.
saying, but what if it had went wrong? He still would have just had a tattoo with that
Yeah,
championship.
you got to
he
cover
would have
up.
went and got it
But
covered up.
Colin ranked
Yeah.
the last 7 NBA champs. And this is his ranking. You know, he ranked them, and he got the bubble championship #1. Look at there. But
That
anyway, OKC,
I don't think
the
that's
one.
some rank.
Man, he don't know what
Anyway,
he talking about.
I
OKC got Colin be knowing what he be talking about. I ain't gonna lie. I watch Colin. He know what he be talking about. But I don't agree
Yeah,
with
hit
this
or
yet
miss.
though. Yeah, he hit or miss. But he got the 2025 Thunder at #6 out of 7 as the least, I guess, impressive. Because it wasn't impressive to me. And I'm just gonna keep it real.
Well,
I
what's
was
y'all
mad. These
input
boys,
on this?
neither
What well,
and
y'all ranked
neither
it.
was that fucking
Somebody
bubble.
rank it. Who would be number 7 then? Let's take a ranking then. Who would be number 7, starting at the bottom? We
the
see all the
last
teams.
out of
The
all
Lakers.
these things, nah,
Yeah,
hell
who would
no.
be the
Yeah, the rap.
last?
He got it right with the Raptors. I
The
mean,
Raptors,
yeah, they
he
had
got it right
Kawhi and
with the Raptors.
everything. He got it right with the Raptors, in my opinion. I mean, the only
Yep.
people. I mean, he got it. He pretty much got it right. He pretty much had it right up through 5 to 7. Those is pretty much right.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
1 through 4 can be
Alright.
interchangeable depending on your
I
Yeah.
mean,
opinion.
I truthfully think the Pacers had the better highlights from the game.
No, we talking
Yeah,
about
we talking
this.
about the
The list right here on the screen. The list right here. The
Right.
Yeah.
better out of the champions. Out of the champions, the last 7 years.
But
I think
no,
them
because
two.
I would take the Celtics down. Matter of fact, I put OKC in #2 spot, and I put the Celtics in 6 because that championship was underwhelming too. It was underwhelming.
You
no
put
And
the
remember,
Thunder.
everybody
You
got
had
hurt.
the Thunder at #2.
yeah,
Well, I
no, no,
just
no, no,
I
no.
mean,
So
it
Hell
I
was,
have
no.
to take
but
the Celtics out though. Just take the Celtics
I
out,
would put
not Thunder at
I
2.
I
Oh,
would
okay.
put Denver at #1.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Warriors #4. I mean #2.
Okay.
Warriors 22?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not
now
Okay.
hating
is
it.
this just the
That's Steph Curry.
championship games, or
I ain't
is
going
this the
against Steph
run all the
Curry.
way up
That
until
was
the
Steph. That was his crowning moment. That was his crowning moment.
Yeah, I ain't going against that. I feel like 1 through 4 can be interchangeable. Me personally, you could pick whatever you want.
I just don't like the Celtics #2 right there. I don't like the
Yeah,
Celtics
that's
right
what I'm
there.
saying. I'm saying they
That's
could be
one.
interchangeable. You can move them down, but I don't think they're. I think they would be 4 on the list if you're gonna move them all the
For
way down.
real?
Because maybe the
Nah,
Bucks,
I put the
maybe
Celtics
the
at
Bucks.
#5. Put the Bucks at 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
see,
Okay, I
that's
agree
what
with
I'm
that.
looking at,
I agree with
because
that. I agree with that. I agree with that. Because
And
Giannis,
then
I
and
but
feel
then
like
from
that team could beat that Celtics team. That Giannis
yeah,
team
yeah,
right there.
yeah, yeah,
yeah, hell yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because who's stopping Giannis when they healthy? Not nobody.
for real.
He going right through the
Yeah,
damn
true.
middle of the damn
Even them
goddamn
losing this
freight
year,
train.
Giannis went crazy.
Yeah,
Even with them
he
losing this year.
yeah.
So
Now, if you
yeah,
look at this as in a run all the way to winning the championship, like you got the Thunder coming back from a 30-point deficit one game. Like, as far as climactic things happening to get to the championship,
yeah,
like that's a different story.
yeah. It's a
Yeah, man,
nuanced
we're not.
conversation. I admit.
I mean, even on the negative side of that, the most points in a loss in a finals game,
Yeah, I think that was rigged. I think that was rigged. Though.
man,
But
I think it's all been rigged.
to speak on the Lakers though, the Lakers being number one. People, let's be real though. AD be getting hurt, but if AD say got A, nobody holding AD. Damn near can't nobody stop AD when he healthy and he get to going. Nobody
But
stopping AD.
it was
But
AD
we
with
always gotta say
Dwight
win.
and
We always gotta say win though.
JaVale.
You know.
It was with Dwight and JaVale. That what made AD unstoppable. You can't just put AD at the 5 and think, yeah, he unstoppable. Yeah, he gonna still get his, but he ain't as impactful as he would
Yeah.
be if he had a big man with him who helping
By
him bang
himself.
on the boards. Yeah, he played good.
Yeah.
Played better with a big man to shield him, just like Chet.
And-
Chet Holmgren played better with another big man who can do all that dirty work
yeah.
and banging, and I can do what I do because obviously his body ain't built for it. So same way with AD. You know what I'm saying? He needs a big man, and I don't know why the Lakers gave him big man away. But yeah, that's another
I mean,
story.
something I
Y'all
didn't
do know
agree
it.
with every
And
time
y'all
I
do
turned
know he
around,
been
Chet was
here.
at the 3-point line, and I never understood that.
But he do
What did you
got
say,
good
Nick?
range, though. He can shoot it though. No, but I was finna say like, man, it's like what 13 years in the game for AD already. So I mean, all the ifs and wins, I think they done been out the window already. He is what he is. He just can't
Yeah,
stay
he
on the
is.
floor. You know what
But
I'm
Yeah,
I
but
saying?
out of
mean,
these champions, though, out of these last 7 champions, you know, this is a pretty varied list. You know, these you would think, you would have dynasties in the NBA. I guess you could say this could be the beginning of a dynasty with the Thunder, but on this list, did we think any of these teams was going to be a dynasty when they won it?
no. No, they all on their
No.
back end. I'm not gonna say they all on their back end, but like I mean, the Nuggets obviously are always in it because of Jokic. You know what I
I
mean?
really thought the Warriors
Mhm.
would keep on longer than they did.
But
True.
shit,
But
they
four
on their
not
way
bad
out,
though. Four,
really.
four, four ain't that bad though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay, but hold on,
How they
chill.
got it.
Yeah, because you're right. The Warriors freaking only got messed up that next year because Draymond stole on the boy.
Yeah, I think the Warriors was the closest on this list to a dynasty than anybody.
Draymond
And
fucked that up.
I would say they are a dynasty though. I still say they are there because they got four. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I would at least like saying three. Three make you a dynasty or however though. But yeah,
Hmm.
four they got four though. So I
What would
think
you
they
say?
are a
3 in 10
dynasty.
years? 3 in 5? 3 in 7 years?
Yeah,
What's the criteria?
yeah, yeah.
Something like
That sounds
that.
about right. About 3 and 10. Yeah, 3 and 10.
Mm.
mhm. I
That's
don't know,
what's
man,
up,
but
though.
that shit that'll make a free dynasty with shit. Well, I mean,
I
I
mean,
guess you're right
San
because
Antonio a dynasty though.
San
San
Antonio
Antonio
was a
Spurs a
dynasty.
dynasty.
Yes,
oh
they
yeah,
were a dynasty. They had a
Yeah,
dynasty,
the
yes.
Spurs did roll. Like,
But we'll see if the OKC Thunder is going to go down that path. We got to see what free agency they got to be, who they keeping, who you know what I'm saying, moving. But yeah, these guys, they're
They
going
got
to
a
be
good
there for the
chance.
next. They're going to be there for the next 10 years.
The same way how Stephen was, 'cause I think Stephen what they start winning around about 25, 20, 26. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I mean. But
It's like
so
when people.
even
It's
with
like when
Shea
people
now,
leave here, though, they're not superstars no more. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Well, this directly parallel. That's what I thought you were gonna say, Nick. It's parallel to KD
That's
and
what I'm saying. So, like,
Westbrook. Yeah.
more money might be a good offer. You know what I mean? But what happens to your career long term wise at the end of that? You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because
I
look at
just want to know.
Westbrook. That dude.
Yeah.
That dude's probably going to end up being mayor or governor or something like that. I'm telling you right now.
Of what? OKC?
Yes, they love him, bro.
Probably so. They sure do.
Yeah, Westbrook
Well,
probably
I just want to
because he
know.
probably looked at as loyal.
They
Yeah,
gonna
he
retire his
was loyal.
jersey.
Like
They definitely gonna retire his jersey.
he's on the committee for this new
Sure
stadium
is.
they're building. Like he heads that up. Like these people love him, bro. Like he'll
Mm.
have a
So
statue downtown in Oklahoma City.
he's still active in the community. That's what's up.
I just wonder
Sure. And knowing him, they might give him
how
a
does him and
ring.
KD
Meanwhile,
feel?
there's a town here called Durant, Oklahoma, and there's been petitions where they tried to rename it.
I just want to know how him and Durant feel to know that they had an opportunity to bring OKC their first ring, and what 10 years later, Shea does it. Mm. That has to hurt.
Well, if you ask
Shit.
KD,
Okay.
KD probably will say that they had a better team than he had. He probably would say that,
Shit.
and there could be a point
Hey,
made
that's
for
a good
that.
chance. But they
That
do
old
feel
team,
good. It is what it
Uh,
is.
yeah, they
They
should
done went
feel
on
just
to
like
play
Reggie
for
Miller.
other teams.
Reggie
Start
Miller,
winning next
right
year.
there. Even though he retired, he just like he's you know what I'm saying he's still tied to the organization. When the Knicks was in the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
all them old players were still coming out the woodwork to support the Knicks because they used to play them. So,
yeah, old players,
But you
not
know,
players that's still in the league.
but
hmm
like he said,
but you know
like
what I'm
he's
saying?
saying though,
Reggie, Indiana legend though. You know what I'm saying?
he is, he
He
is.
ain't play for nobody. He ain't play for nobody but them.
It don't
Yeah,
matter
yeah.
though.
Now
It's
you seen
different.
KD.
It's different now though. You know, if you play longer, you gonna play for somebody else. But he's still Oklahoma legend, Westbrook.
Who KD? Oh, well I know Westbrook is,
Westbrook. Oh
but
no, not KD. Hell no, not KD.
so let me
They
ask
hate
y'all this:
KD.
do y'all think they'll retire his?
I mean,
So they
no,
want to
KD's a
retire KD
legend here
jersey?
for sure. I'm just not gonna say it's a good one.
Yeah. But what you say? Would they
You think they're
retire
gonna
his
retire
jersey,
his
Nick?
jersey? Yeah.
Who?
They got to
KD
do that.
jersey?
They got to do that.
Do
Got
they
to.
though?
Yeah, bro. Got to. This the first guy. That was the guy. This the guy who in your record books everywhere. He all down your record books.
I still don't think they would though.
What you think, Mike?
Like, retire
Retire
KD
whose
jersey.
number? I didn't hear which one.
KD.
Retire KD's
Kevin
number?
Durant.
Yeah, retire that shit. And don't even hang it up nowhere.
Come on,
But
these.
that's to honor somebody. You have to honor them by hanging the jersey up, dude. What are you talking about?
Well, they
Yeah,
could
Mike know that. Mike know that. Mike just
they'll
said
do
don't hang
it,
it
but
up. Yeah, yeah.
he'll get a spot
Put it
So,
in
somewhere, but
Durant,
it ain't gonna be
Oklahoma.
big and magnificent, I bet.
yeah, it ain't gonna be nothing crazy.
Say put it.
Like I said, while
So
Westbrook's
put
gonna
it in
have a
Durant.
statue. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Nah, I think Shea. Yeah, nah, it goes to Shea. Shea gonna get that statue.
Yeah, I
Shea
think he'll
did
get it
something
when
they
it's all
couldn't do.
done for him.
Yeah, he did something they
SGA
couldn't
Yeah,
stays
do.
I think he
loyal.
definitely gonna get it.
The sky's the limit for that kid if he stays loyal here because we don't have nothing else besides
Yeah, and
college
he gotta
football.
stay
You know
there.
what I mean? So the sky is the limit for
Yep.
him.
And he got to stay there though. He got to retire there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, and I'll tell you what
Or
else they like
at least
about
do all
living
his
here is
prime
it's
years.
cheap as shit. So they're making millions of dollars. They don't have all the taxes of living somewhere else, and they can live cheap as shit here, build whatever they want because you can move out into the country
All land.
that's 50
Yep.
miles from Oklahoma City and not have any neighbors, and you don't have any cops coming to your place. You can do whatever you want to do at your house. Like,
But you already know who's gonna come knocking at his door though. L.A. Los Angeles always gonna come looking for the next
Lakers
MVP
just sold for
superstar.
10 billion.
They got
Oh
Luka.
yeah, we coming.
They got Luka though.
yeah,
That ain't
they're
gonna
That don't
stop
they're
matter.
coming
Shea ain't
for
They
him.
gonna
got
leave Oklahoma.
Like I
He ain't
said,
gonna
that'll
leave
just come
Oklahoma.
down to a loyalty issue,
Not to
like
LA.
because they're going to throw more money at him than he's
Yeah.
ever thought about ever seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you already know he into all the fashion and swagging, being in front of the lights. You
He
never
signed to
know.
Kim
He said
Kardashian.
hey
He
don't
signed to Kim
See?
don't say that
Kardashian.
no.
See,
No, now don't say all that now.
he already got the signs. He already showing the LA signs. He already got the Hollywood in
Hey,
him.
hey,
He
hey,
did.
You know the
New
vibes.
York,
You know the
New,
vibes.
New York fashion too
but
now. New
listen
York
again
fashion
though,
too
when
now.
it comes down even to all that extra
Look
money,
at
when it comes
Popeye.
down to
Look
cost
at
of
Popeye throwing
living,
his team in the hat.
Yeah, shit. New York fashion
Dang.
too now.
when it comes down to
Look
cost
at
of
y'all.
living out
Y'all
there
some
compared to here, that money's not that big of a leap when he's got to move out there.
tell him, Mike.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because that
Tell him,
shit
Mike.
adds up.
Spoil their
I'm
drink.
just saying, you
When
got to
he's
look
paying
at.
a $5,000 a month house payment there, and I got to move out there and pay a $25,000 a month house
Oh
payment. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
but that ain't nothing. What's his contract looking like, man? Getting damn near $500 million. Shit, whatever he gives,
Well, that's what I'm
something
Yeah.
saying.
crazy.
Everything goes up by that much more. You know, when they go out to eat, they usually don't pay for food and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like
Yeah, a lot of that stuff, once they get to that level, man, they're not even paying for it. They not, I mean, they asked, I saw Bron talking to one of the young streamers. All these streamers was meeting them like the last few days, and they was asking Bron, "Oh, what you got on?" But Bron always been frugal though. Like if you know anything about LeBron, he always been like frugal like that. But they asked him, "What you got on? What you wearing?" Man, everything he said was free. He ain't paying for nothing at that point. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys aren't paying for nothing at a certain point when it comes to stuff like that. So money,
yeah,
I
they
don't
go and
think.
do photo shoots and they leave with the whole wardrobe. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So the money ain't really the money on stuff like that really ain't the issue. I just think it's where a star, a superstar, where they feel at what point in the career where they should be at when they come to a certain turning point in their career or whatever. Where do they think they should be? And I think if SGA keeps on this trajectory, well, he think he outgrows OKC. I think, and the way he is as a person already, he already got the big, he already got the big city vibe to him. To me personally, so that's why it's like he should stay in OKC. He should be a franchise, lifetime player. But I don't know, man. He just
But
don't
with
got that vibe to
OKC,
I
me.
be
mean, that's
able
where the
to
precedent
afford to
from
keep
Durant
him.
comes in. Like when you sit and watch what happens, like, and not just Durant. Look at Harden. You know what I mean? Harden left on good terms though. Like Harden's not hated like Durant is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Hmm.
Durant left like Durant to me. This is how Durant left. You got your boys in school. Y'all beefing with the other side in the school. They whoop y'all ass, and you like, yeah, man. I'm about to go over there, man. I'm about to go kick it with them,
you ain't
man,
gonna
because
whoop
y'all
my
can't
ass
fight.
again, motherfuckers.
Y'all can't
You're
fight.
my
So I'm
friends
about to
now.
go. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
y'all
good
can't fight.
comparison though.
So I'm about to go over there and fight with them. That's what KD did. Everybody knows that's what KD did. And then when he went and did it,
Already.
everybody knew like, okay, yeah, can't nobody whoop them now. And what they do? Like, come on, bro, you ain't getting no points for that. And then you done left, and what you do? Nothing. Trash.
Nothing.
Ain't done
Nothing.
nothing. He didn't put up points. He done still did KD. But what has he done since he left Golden State?
Thank you.
And
How
what's
many
happened
teams has
since?
KD been on?
That goes back to what I said earlier. It's a career ender
5.
when that happens.
It's been
Like
5 teams. Houston the
Yeah.
5th.
This is fifth.
Yeah.
it's not a career
This the
ender, but
5th
it's
So
team.
I
so
think
how
that's a prime ending era, a prime era ending situation. Like I think it's a curse. I think it's the start of a curse. When you have a good run with OKC and you build up the love here, and everybody shows you that much love, and you kind of do them dirty, and you don't stay.
Man, that's the
You
love
don't
that
stay
these
You know what
loyal.
though,
small
Mike? You
communities
know what though, Mike?
build up. Exactly, exactly. You got that in
You know
Chicago.
what
You
though?
got that in small towns too. It's
Listen,
it's like
Yeah,
like
because
Yeah.
it's something weird about
just
the
like
whole state. Like
College
keeping your word
football.
is a big deal here. Like
yeah, but just like
Shoot.
OKC hated him, fucking Golden State loved him.
yeah. He probably get his
Golden
jersey
State was
retired
just
and Golden
using
State,
him though.
but he probably
Nah, I
gonna get
don't
his
believe that.
jersey retired. Yes, 2 championships
I
in
don't believe in
what
Golden
3 years?
State. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about Golden State. That one might be a little talking right there though. Because
Okay,
like I
Yeah,
but
said,
back
his
back
Draymond.
stint
to
You know,
wasn't long
Draymond.
enough.
Draymond might not like it on the under because I don't really know. I don't know their relationship at this point in time, but I don't
Well, he
feel
came
bad.
on Draymond podcast after all that shit happened.
Oh, okay, so
He
they
was on the
cool.
top.
Okay.
Yeah, they cool.
all right, so but let me ask this question though. Nick, you are the only Rockets fan on here. Damn, they're the only Rockets fan I really know. So how did you feel about y'all getting KD?
Well, I mean, like I said before, I mean, well, I ain't mad. Not that I look at everything how it went down. I ain't mad at it. I know why they got him and stuff because like in the playoff, we gonna need him in the playoff because we couldn't really find no offense from our key guys and stuff. But you know what I'm saying, like Jalen Green or whatnot. But
Yeah, and
I kind of I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how it goes and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping the coach keep the culture going like it was going.
yeah, because I was looking at him, man, and I don't think Phoenix won that trade.
No, I say we won.
Yeah, it seemed like in the beginning,
Or
man, everybody was looking at it like, damn, wait, man, Phoenix getting rid of all their young players for this old guy. But then when you look at it, they really didn't get rid of the old young players. They only gave
They
away
got
two
rid of
players.
Jalen
nah.
Green.
Yep.
But if you read the
But that was an even
I
trade.
got on
Jaden and
I got it I got it on the screen, Popeye. It said the Suns traded Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and 5 first-round picks for Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, essentially through trading for KD. So basically, they traded
but
KD for all of that stuff. They traded all of that stuff away for KD and only got
wait,
back Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks.
but what? How did Mikal Bridges get in that though?
No, that's what I'm saying. You remember that's how KD ended
He
up in
he was with
Phoenix.
Phoenix
He was
to
traded.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was
To
traded for
Brooklyn
Mikal Bridges.
during that trade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
hmm
But
So
even
all
with
those other
Jalen
guys,
Green, they talking about shipping him out right now too. Right now, Phoenix
nobody
is.
won.
They talking about shipping
Phoenix
him
don't even
out.
want. So they already got a 2 guard making a lot of money. So they don't need another 2 guard making a lot of money. Phoenix got to do something.
shoot.
I think they're trying to get more draft picks and stuff like that. That's the reason why they're trying to do all that because they lost all their stuff trying to get KD and all that.
Yep.
So that's why
Yep.
they doing that. They're just
Yep.
trying to
Jalen
rebuild.
Green,
But
Jalen Green, just don't end up in Utah.
Woo.
Your career is over. It'll be
hey,
over.
let me see who else got. Brooklyn got draft picks still. So let me see. It might be Brooklyn. They might be trying to trade with. Trying to see who else got some draft picks right now. Hey, Utah. Hey, they might will go at Utah because Utah. I think they still got some draft picks. A lot of them. But it's gonna be a lot of changes too.
Yeah,
Austin Reed
Utah got
might get
all,
moved too.
all.
Y'all better watch out.
He can go.
Y'all better watch out. Austin Reed could be on the move. Y'all hear it
He can
here.
go.
The Game Changer podcast. Hit that like button too.
Back to Shea
So
doing something that only, you know what I'm saying, those guys on your screen have done. I
yeah,
think we
hey,
He's in the
he in good company.
he's in
He
obviously
in good company.
Yeah, that's a good company, man. I mean, you look at that. You look at those three guys. You got one word: dominance. They
Mm.
dominated when they played. They dominated, and they're known
So
for
to be
dominating. Yeah, and
so
you
to be
know,
mentioned in that breath, same sentence as those guys, you're doing
yeah,
something right.
domination. You know,
Yeah.
obviously none of us were allowed to see Kareem play like that for real, but
Hmm.
you know, he dominated. You know, he
Yep.
dominated. He dominated all through high school. You know, he dominated when he was on the Bucks, and he dominated when he went to the Lakers. You know, obviously we already know about Jordan. We already know about Shaq. We already know what they did.
Hmm.
Domination. And I mean
For real.
SGA, you know, and SGA, what he's doing right now, I mean, he's dominating. I mean, some people gonna say about his play skill, how he's getting to the line, but I mean, end of the day, but under that, I'm gonna say this too. I like the way he plays because he's bringing an older style of game back. We've been shooting threes and three and
Hmm.
three and three and three, and this dude is going to the paint and the shoulder down. He's
For
doing
real.
fades. He's straight
For real.
contact. He bringing a style
Hey,
of
if you're
game.
not turned around and set up on him, facing him, by the time he gets to the free throw line, he's stopping, fading back, and shooting, and it's over. He's
Yeah,
Hmm.
running back down the court. It's
yeah.
like
Then
that
you
Oh,
too
fast.
I
He
cool.
feel
knows it's
Don't
going
be
in.
that cool. Don't be
Like
busting
yeah,
my ass
right,
like that and be that
right.
cool
That's
just running
yeah. That's
down.
yeah.
No
That's what I'm
did it.
saying,
No
bro.
did it. Shit.
No, daddy.
Like
Bro, hella smooth with it. You know what I mean? I give him that. You know, and that's what I
He
do like
he re-
about the game.
he remind me of Kobe. That inside fade. That
Yeah, that's what a lot of people saying. But I feel like he got his own little touch with it. He's
nah.
not
He
as
yeah. He definitely got his own style. But that free throw fade away, man. That
yeah,
puts me in mind of
and
Kobe.
it, and it looked like him and Jalen Williams got a real genuine, you know what I'm saying, brotherhood.
yeah.
And he compliments him, you know.
Hmm.
Everybody know that Shay is the leader of that team, but everybody get their shine, you know. So
Yeah. So I
it's a
tip I
good
tip my
good
hat to
dynamic.
him, man, with the playing style because that kids coming up watching that style of play would be good. 'Cause they all don't need to be trying to be Steph. They need to be shooting
Hmm.
60 footer half court shots. Like, come on, man, bring it inside. Let's see your real
For real.
game. Let's see some real skill set. Because everybody just
Yeah,
ain't gonna
Hmm.
get
steps.
away hitting trays all day and everything. Like, it's cool. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? I love the three ball.
Yep.
That's when I was on the court. That's what I love to do. I like to shoot three. That's what I like to do. But
Hmm.
that's not the reality of the game. That's not the
Yeah,
real
Steph
bread and
ruined the NBA with that shit.
the real the real bread and butter. The real bread and butter ain't made out there like that. It's made by the basket, 18, 15, 18 footers, with
Hmm.
that top, the Glenn the Glenn Robinsons,
Hmm.
that style of game, man, that just kind of like faded away, but it's like really
Man, yep.
it's really like the real recipe of basketball that
Hmm.
made us tune in
Made
on
us love the golden era of basketball.
listen, there's something I saw. I watched every single game from the semifinals all the way through the finals. I watched every single game, and there's something I saw going back to Caruso. The dude was selfless repeatedly. He could have just squared up and probably shot a three, but he passed it. He would steal the ball and could have a run, but would pass it and let somebody else score. Like the dude stacked so many people through the entire series. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, that's Caruso is the ultimate complimentary player.
Like
He knows he's a role player. He's trying to be the star. He's trying to complement everything. So I think he came in the league with that. You know, from the Lakers, from his Lakers days, he always been a spark plug type of guy and do the dirty work. So yeah, they put together a nice team.
he's a playmaker. Like he,
He
eh,
can, he can't play make. Yes.
I mean, he does though when it comes to, especially on defense.
Yeah.
Like his head is on a swivel constantly. Like I never was a fan until the end of this series, watching like some of the situations take place, and I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy. Right.
But I'm really more now that this over. I'm really more tuned in, and I'm ready to see what free agency is going to be like because nowadays we get 24/7 whatever league you watching, you get that 24/7 now. You get that 365, even in the off
I,
season.
I'm ready for football.
You ready for football?
I'm ready for football. I've been ready
Well,
for football
I'm
since the
ready for
Eastern
some
Conference
college.
Finals.
you ready
I'm
for
ready for
college,
college
Nick?
football.
Boomer.
Yeah, that will coming up next, man. Any
Hey,
college football
he
fans
ready
on
for
here?
that Colorado. Colorado.
Yeah, Coach
Boomer.
Prime,
Boomer.
Sooners.
Man, it's
But hell
crazy.
yeah, no, we
Oh,
gonna
for
we gonna
another day, gentlemen.
yeah. We got another show coming up, but we're gonna leave that one right there for now.
Coming up, man,
OKC.
on the next show, we're gonna be talking about Warren Sapp and some of the bullshit that he got going on. So y'all need to
Tell us
tune
about it.
in and be ready for it.
Okay,
Just
okay.
yeah, we'll let
Mm.
them tune in and be ready for it because he on some bullshit with the police shit.
Already like, share, subscribe, Game Changer Podcast. We are.